The Florida Sheriff's Explorers Association. Tomorrow's leaders today.
I really like it. It's a really good experience, just being in it and getting to learn about law enforcement in general. I like it.
It's amazing to me because I always wanted to be a cop. So it's amazing and it's a fun experience and it's a learning one.
I like it a lot. We get to do a lot of things that normal kids don't get to do.
Passenger, using your right hand, open the door and step out.
I don't know, it's a good experience for somebody who's interested in not just law enforcement, but any kind of career path. You pretty much need these qualities that they're kind of leading you into.
It's a great recruiting tool for looking for good candidates to be potential employees, whether it's sworn or civilian.
In the Explore program, you're exploring a career path in law enforcement. You build character, you build leadership, and you learn the skills and techniques that any law enforcement officer needs.
And we're trying to educate them into a paramilitary / law enforcement type of group of young kids.
Well, the Explorers is youth 10 to 14 for the Junior Explorer program and 14 to 21 for the Explorers program. We meet once a week, every week, and we have hands-on training. In the weekends we have events which we call details, and that's when we go out in the community and help them out.
They get to interact with the public and see how we interact with the public. It's not just catching the bad guys, it's talking to citizens. It's giving back to the community, working with the community and how to relate to them.
They do a lot of our traffic direction, parking control. They become part of our agency, and as they age out of the program, they become eligible to enter full-time employment with us, and we have many former explorers who are deputies now.
And they are also ambassadors. When they're out there in the community, when they're working on different community events, they are representing the sheriff and the agency.
Basically, when I put on this uniform, I make sure it's clean, I make sure that I have officer presence, make sure that I'm nice and neat. Very professional. When I'm out this uniform, I'm still professional because I'm representing the sheriff's office.
It's certainly something to keep them off the street, keep them occupied in something very positive where we all benefit.
They do a great job. They're awesome kids. They have to keep up a grade point average in school. They have to not have gotten in any trouble. Suspension, no suspension from schools, no arrests, anything like that in order to get into the program and to maintain their title as explorers.
You learn so much. I've learned so much about leadership, about the roles of law enforcement, everything law enforcement does.
We teach them everything from basic traffic stops all the way up to felony stops, building searches, all the way back to how to write a report. Last week we were doing handcuffing techniques.
We teach them all the basics that they need, basically right out of the academy curriculum, all the good stuff.
I've gotten to see the canines and how that works. I've gotten to see the Marine unit. It's just a great experience being here because you get exposed to all these different units and such through the sheriff's office. And it's a great experience, and these law enforcement officers really love what they do. And you know, when you're around that, they're eager to teach you and expose you to these things and what it's like. It's just great.
They actually get trained, and we provide them with in-house training on all the ins and outs of law enforcement, from crime scene processing, answering calls, handling domestics.
Every aspect of law enforcement, canine, crime scene, bomb, anything.
We train just like a deputy would. We have a good time. We do everything that they do. You get to learn people skills. We learn how to negotiate with people, community service projects. It's good fun.
It's not just a sit in a classroom type of deal and listen in on talking. You actually go hands-on and have lots of fun.
Yeah, we just kind of do cop stuff and train.
They go into their academies, when they do go into their academies, knowing, you know, well over what anybody in that academy knows, because they've been doing this since they were little. You know, so they go in there very knowledgeable and they come out, you know, ahead of the game.
Give them that experience and try to develop them into future deputy sheriffs. And we have several of our members that have actually come up through the ranks of the Explorer post to be deputies.
Yeah, I started when I was 13. I actually got hired. I got the privilege of being hired right in front of the Explorer, so they can see that, you know, this is the end result. Coming from an Explorer, still volunteer as an advisor, to getting hired as a deputy, and now still being an advisor, instilling, you know, law enforcement principles to the same people that, you know, once gave it to you. So it was a great experience. I knew right away that this is not something I'm going to turn my back to as soon as I got hired. I want to stay with them, and I'll continue to stay with them until I leave.
So this really instilled that dream of mine and said, this is exactly what I want to do.
And it gave me a foundation, a good foundation of knowing what to expect. And I found out that when I went into training, finally went into the academy, a lot of things I learned in the Explorer program, I'm learning again. It's just at the upper level to actually go out and do the job. But they get to go and do ride-alongs. They get actually a good head start on what a law enforcement career is going to give them.
They also offer me scholarships because I'm an Explorer, and that really helps a lot because college is expensive. You know, it helps us achieve our career goals.
And if you want to build your character, if you want to build leadership, this is the best place to be.
Leadership traits of loyalty, duty, respect, selfless service, honor, integrity, and personal courage. And with those traits, they become better people in society.
The FSEA is a very, very strong, structured organization that supports this whole Sheriff's Office Explorer program.
I believe the Florida Sheriff Explorer Association is extremely important. It's important not only to the youth, the explorers, it's important to the agencies that also participate.
We come together as a big group and we compete with each other and we get awards, we meet friends, and we communicate, we network with each other to see how each post is run, how they do their techniques, how they train on their scenarios.
This is awesome. We get to come out here and compete with other Explorer programs, which I had no clue there were so many more.
This is absolutely amazing. When I first joined the Explorers, I didn't even know that we were part of that FSEA. But once I joined and I heard about it, I was like, okay, we meet up with other counties. That's cool. You know, I get to, you know, meet new people, meet other Explorers, you know, meet people that I might work with in the future and that share the same passion that I do, and just to get to know everyone.
Every year that I come here, every different delegates that I go to, I always come back with like 10 new friends.
You get to wear awesome clothes, boots, all kind of stuff, shoot guns, all kind of free stuff, and there's competitions. For like the best shooters, you get like a free like Glock knife. It's like that big. I mean, who doesn't want that? It's really cool.
It's nice to see that you're not the only one participating in an event like this, that there's kids from all over the state that are doing the same thing you are, and it makes you feel like you're part of something bigger.
So they get a lot of good ideas that they get to bring back from these kids that, you know, they see doing the same thing that they do. We believe in this program, and we believe that it's a good thing for the kids, and we believe that we, you know, we give them good values, and we're trying to teach them to be that professional person.
If you're looking into law enforcement or the military or anything, definitely be a part of this program because, I mean, it'll change everything about yourself and you'll just become a better person altogether. And it's a great career.
The Florida Sheriff's Explorers Association. Explore your future today.